single bolt that I just did. But the good thing is right now, if I pick this up, is that I can see the coil and I can see the spark plug wire, and it looks as if it's fine. And I can see the kill wire, and I can see the kill wire, which looks as if it's in fine condition. We're still going to pull the top of this off anyway, just to be able to get to it, because if for some reason the starter needs to be done, you're going to have to pull this off. And it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 more bolts to take it that far. Alright. What in the world is that screwdriver doing there? Why in the world would anybody drill a hole in the side of the dash? This is actually a really old school trick, and I've seen this on a few machines now. So you have a Phillips screwdriver going through the side into this really hard to reach Phillips here, so that on the other side you can put a wrench on this side. Because these start to get rusted, and they're meant from factory to be able to do with an L-shaped Phillips screwdriver. But once they start to rust up, they don't move at all. So what this lets you do is drive one right all the way through and be able to get a hold of it. Alright, so as it sits right now, we got a positive lead that's running around and going to the bottom of the carburetor. We've got our starter over here with the positive going to the terminal on the side of the starter. We've got our ground grounded to the side of the starter. And we've got some starter fluid. We're going to see if we can get it to kick over on some gas, because the pump that is in this needs to go and have a little bit of pressure built before it'll fire. And hopefully we'll get some kick out of it. So there we go. At this point, we've got a starter that works. We know we've got a coil that works. We know we've got a spark plug that works. We've obviously got some sort of carburetor thing going on here that is not kicking over. Either A, the pump isn't functional, or B, the carburetor's bad. And we've obviously got some oil or something coming out through the engine. Either we got some bad rings or we got something going on. So at this point, I think what we're going to end up doing is probably end up taking this hose entirely off. It's really old and it's decrepit. It's going to crack the moment I pull it. We're going to see if we can find another pump, and we're going to hook everything up with some fresh stuff and then go from there. Alright, so here's your little solenoid thing. This is some guy at a desk came up with this idea type trick. A lot of times you can cut these off as long as your needle valve is actually working correctly, but that's neither here nor there. We managed to tap this and get it to come loose, I think. Yep, there we go. So let's see what the inside looks like. Why is it not coming loose? That should just come off there. Oh, there we go. The gasket's all ick. So that actually is way nicer than I expected. I was expecting that to be entirely full of stuff at the bottom. There is a bunch of buildup you can see down in there. So I'm gonna bet that this port here is probably clogged. And let me show you what I discovered is actually one of the best cleaning tools for this. These are blowgun darts. My kids love to play with these blowguns, and they shoot the dartboard over there. And what I discovered is that these are the perfect size on most of these to go right down through the center, and they have a little thing you can put your finger on to push when they're all clogged up. And they also fit through this one right here. See, like that, in order to clear it. Kid's toy. Works amazing. You should try one. And you can also buy these by like 50 of them for, I think it's like $4 or $5. So if you break them, if you maul them, if you mess them up, who cares? I'll make sure to post a link in the description where I got these ones from. So I'm sorry for the lighting, but I did get this to actually kick over with one of the Chinese carbs on there. But then I thought maybe